So 100 years ago, we made solutions and then we ditched them. And now we have the same problems because, that's how we work. And I don't know why we haven't gone back to them because I think some of them are pretty cool. We definitely have the infrastructure now compared to the times when the inventions were made. You're probably asking, Jada, what inventions are you talking about? Let me get to it. So, welcome to Jada Solves. It's your resident engineer, Jada. And today I'm going to go over a few abandoned projects and maybe even visualize how they would work in today's world. And if you love seeing engineering in a different, fresh angle, please like and subscribe. I'm begging you. So here are the rules of the video. Every invention is at least 100 years old, not widely used, and has failed. If we just imagine how they would work in today's technology, I think they have fighting chance. So number 1, the atmospheric railway. So the atmospheric railway used air pressure to suck train cars from point A to point B through a tube. It was going to be the Victorian Hyperloop. I can imagine the steampunk images now. You know what? We got AI. The reason why it failed at its time is because the leather ceiling was constantly leaking. Ew. That doesn't make it too much of a vacuum, doesn't it? And worst of all, rats also caused issues because they feasted on the seals like a midday snack. Ceiling issues, rat problems, and plus the multiple other issues that would be found in Victorian era technology would have led to astronomical maintenance costs. And frankly, isn't really feasible. Is it feasible now? Maybe not, but let's just imagine. Let's use a corridor like the LA 101, where speeds can drop as low as 12 miles per hour during rush hour. With modern polymers and automated pressure systems, I'd imagine atmospheric trains could reach up to 80 miles per hour, using so much less energy per person. And I think it will help with the greenhouse gases, so I think it'll work. I don't know about you, but traffic sounds horrible. I like this solution. Solar-powered Stirling engine. The Stirling engine was created, and it was set to replace steam engines. Clean, efficient, safe. But the reason why it didn't work at its time is because the materials couldn't handle the pressure. The metal alloys would crack under the heat, the seals would leak, and coal and oil was pretty cheap in those days. Against the competition, the Stirling engine never had a chance. So, why am I resurrecting this invention when we've already got solar panels and solar energy and all sorts of renewable energy? Stirling engines in small Arctic areas? Well, they are essentially heat-generated engines that only need a small temperature change to produce a lot of energy. Compared to the traditional solar panels, this will be very helpful for the remote communities. With them being such low maintenance and relatively easy to build, especially with the materials we have on hand readily available, I thought it would be pretty helpful. Number 3, wind catcher towers. Wind catcher towers were used to cool down the building by channeling wind downwards and using evaporation. They could lower a building's temperature by 10-15 degrees-ish for free. What are we doing with air cons? But there is a reason why we use air cons, and it's because at the turn of the 1900s, they became cheap. They were cheap. They still kind of are, depending on what you're looking at. And wind catchers were pretty bulky, so pretty incompatible with tall buildings. So how can we even integrate them back into modern buildings? Well, in cities that get extremely hot, like Chicago, which can reach temperatures of 48 degrees regularly, yikes. By adding these CFD optimized wind catchers in new buildings, I bet we can cut about 300 megawatts off the grid just by using natural resources. We're trying to be green. Let's go. God, that was cringy. So, old physics, new appliances, better savings. We like the cost savings here. Number 4, the Archimedes screw pump. What does that even look like? The Archimedes screw moved water reliably. But once centrifugal pumps came into action, the screw pump was considered too large and slow. But the screw doesn't have to replace the centrifuge. It can be a fail stop. In natural disasters, when debris and excessive water can clog up the centrifugal pumps, Archimedes screws will be able to handle most of the solids, given that they're small enough, without failure. During natural disasters where we kind of need the water to keep working, having a fail-safe instead of just one solution is probably for the best. I can appreciate the startup costs will be pretty expensive. So is paying through a natural disaster, so I don't know about you, I think that's a pretty good investment. Number 5. Pneumatic tube sending. Send small packages in lightning speed. This was invented or envisioned around the 18 to 1900s. But why did it fail? Cars. We got cars. And let's be honest, cars can handle much bigger items. Likewise, the materials that they had back then could not handle the pressure. There'll be air leaks, and frankly, the control that we have now wasn't available back then. Jada, we have Amazon. We don't really need this, right? Wrong. Well, maybe. In vehicle-heavy cities, I believe this will work perfectly, especially since Amazon handles a lot of same-day deliveries. Imagine if they can do same-hour delivery. Investors will be pretty happy about it. Not only that, by having an underground microsystem for in-city deliveries, it will cut traffic quite significantly, lower emissions, and efficiency will just skyrocket. And it's a thing that's real. These systems already happen in a few universities and hospitals. So why can't we scale it up? Companies are getting more and more rich. Why can't they just spend it? Come on. For just a bit less traffic, clean air, and no more road rage, you know, I think they should. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. These inventions did fail, and there is probably a very good reason why some of them aren't back up. I quite clearly glossed over some other blazing issues. Let's just have fun, because we don't do that nearly enough this day and age. If you want me to test out one of these real-life inventions, definitely comment down below. I'm actually pretty interested in the Stirling engine. I live in gloomy England, where temperatures can kind of drop in an instant. It'll be nice just to see if we can even do it. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I really do enjoy these videos, and I hope you do too. Let me know what else you want to see, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye.